this concluding part. Now, after so many years of leading teams, what still surprises you about people at work?
See, one interesting thing which I've noticed is that, in fact, I've handled different kinds of people, different kind of teams. But what has, of course, often surprised me is that I have seen a change which is coming in people, and that is the hunger to grow, which was not there earlier.
Right.
Earlier, people were more content, more satisfied, but today people want to learn, people want to grow. And one thing which has always been consistent and which has surprised me, that in spite of people working for 30 years, 20 years, 50 years, going up to the particular age, they have grown up to a different level. But one thing constantly which is there is ability and the willingness to learn new things, which has always been there in people. And I've seen those are the people who have been successful in their lives. So, and currently what I see now is a new thing which has come up with the other people is that people, one thing which has been constantly there with the new generation especially, is that which has actually surprised a lot of old-fashioned, the old school HR heads, and who are not able to adapt themselves to the new condition, is that the new generation needs flexibility.
Right. At a very high level.
At a very high level.
Very true.
That is something which has come up surprising for most of the people, is that it is they need flexibility.
Flexibility. True. What's the one lesson about leadership you learned much later than you expected?
That was, frankly speaking, if you ask me that, it was I learned that people stay with you not because you are a great company to work with,
right,
not because you pay them very well,
right,
but they stay with you for a few things. One is they get the desired respect which they should be getting.
right,
They are treated properly as human beings,
true,
not as machines or numbers. And the company or the organization which they work with has an open and transparent culture,
right,
where nothing is hidden from them. And of course, when it comes to compensation, the culture also prevails that they are paid on time.
right. Of course, it's true. Now, so let's say if you could redesign the workplace for the next generation, what is the first thing that you would change?
First thing I would, in fact, there are 2-3 things I would like to change.
Right.
But the first thing I would like to change is a 9 to 6 office culture.
Okay. What would you?
I would give it a flexible timing. You need to work 8 hours a day.
Okay.
Come in at 11, go at 9. Come at 10, go at 7. Come at 9, go at 6.
Okay.
Up to you. And today you don't feel like coming to office
Right.
due to XYZ problem. There's a traffic jam which spoils your this thing, or there's some work going on which will take you 2.5 hours extra to, or 1.5 hours extra to drive.
Right.
Work from home.
Okay.
Purpose is to get the job completed, and the job completed properly.
Right.
So where he does it from, how he does it, in how many hours he completes it, should not be this thing. That traditional way of a 9 to 6 office is actually applicable to the government of India, or to a government office, not to a corporate anymore.
Right.
So we should do away with your biometrics and your this thing and your login times and how many minutes you are late or something. That is the first thing I would do away with.
Interesting. Great. That's one way to look at things. Okay. What advice would you give young HR and L&D professionals starting their careers in today's environment?
One is no fixation on your work which you do.
Okay.
Most of the HR students, which I have also interacted with in my various forums or when I do guest lectures with them, we don't want to do recruitment.
Okay.
We don't want to do hiring.
Right.
What would you want to do? We want to be in employee relations. We want to be in grievance management. We will be in compensation and benefits.
Right.
But we will not do recruitment. I ask them, why do you not want to do recruitment?
Right.
So the flexibility should be there. One, that in your field of work, in your specialization, there are different sub-specializations which are there. So get ready to work everywhere.
Right.
And it is only when you work in different departments within your
Right.
function that you would be able to go to the next level. I cannot be an HR head if I have done only recruitment.
Right.
Nor can I be an HR head if I have done only comp and ben. Nor can I be an HR head effectively or a CHRO if I have done only employee relations or business HR. Then I will end up being a recruitment head, I'll end up being an ER head, or I'll end up being a C&B head.
Right.
I cannot be a CHRO because I know only one function.
True. Very true.
So moving within the functions, flexibility has to be there. Do everything, one. And most important thing is that keep learning.
Right.
You should not be stopping to learn anytime, and you should be open and keen to learn new things every time, adapting the new technology which is coming in a way as to how you can effectively use it in your work.
Correct.
That is number two. Number three is that if I am talking of HR and L&D professionals, we are people who are actually shaping the future of the entire team.
True.
So most important thing is that you have to be human. That humanity has to be in you, and you have to interact with people and try and find out what exactly they need to learn.
Right.
It is not that because of a function, because I'm getting my job, I'm getting my salary on time, so I will just say that X, Y, Z, these are the things I need to prepare my L&D deck on.
Correct.
You have to actually find out how many people are there who need communication skills, how many people are there who need this kind of a skill, how many people need interpersonal skills to be done, how many people need to be taught AI or how to use technology.
Right.
You have to identify individual needs and prepare your learning programs accordingly.
Right.
Then only you are effectively handling the person, and you are effectively ensuring that you are doing your job properly, you are doing my function properly. Similarly for HR, you need to find out, you need to do your function properly, and a learning team actually gets the biggest feedback from the HR team.
Correct.
These are the people who lack communication skills. These are the people who shout at their team members.
Right.
These are the managers who behave badly, who need to be given a course on team management or leadership development.
Right.
Leadership
Even etiquettes for that matter.
etiquettes for that matter.
Right.
So it is the HR team so they have to observe and they have to act. Like we always say, that apart from being the eyes and ears of the organization, the HR and the L&D team are also the heart of the organization.
Right.
From them only the organization evolves. The people evolve out of them. They are
Right.
they are the ones who make the people evolve, who actually bring in the right culture.
Correct.
So that is what I would say, that these people, today's HR need not, they are not actually professionals only. They are basically, I would say that the brand ambassadors of the organization. The HR and the L&D team, they are the brand ambassadors of the organization. The employee branding comes from them. The employer branding comes from them. The culture sets from them. So they have to learn, they have to adapt, and they have to also identify and make people learn and make people develop.
Right.
So unless I make people develop, I will not be respected as an HR, or I'll not be respected as an L&D head or an L&D professional. So today they should be growing in, and the new generation, they come with more energy, they come with new thoughts, they know how to adopt technology,
Right.
and they should not be stopping forward from even going and telling their bosses that you're wrong here,
Right.
and this is what you should be doing.
Interesting. A bold statement, but yeah, I mean, that's the hard facts of
That's a hard fact.
True. Well, great. Once again, great pieces of insights. Towards concluding this round, we have a small around 4 to 5 questions as a rapid fire round for you. Starting off, one thing employees want more than salary today.
A good culture and growth.
Culture and growth. one workplace habit that should disappear.
One workplace habit that should disappear completely is, I would say, I've in fact told that in detail earlier, but I would not. That should completely disappear is, in fact, what I would again say is presence. Presence in office every day.
Presence in office. Okay. My next question: remote work, is it productive or distracting?
I would say it would purely depend on the leadership. It is constructive. It is not distracting. It is constructive if taken in the right way.
Right.
And if the people, and here the main thing which happens is that you need trust.
Right.
It can be constructive only if the trust is there.
True.
And if people are given the flexibility and trust, they would definitely give they will excel, even if they're working from home. Like, for example, I'm elaborating this a little bit. I had seen across a job posting which had come from one of the founders of a startup. It was very interesting and it actually made me feel very well. He was connected with me on LinkedIn. I wrote a message to him, got his number and spoke to him.
Right.
It was for an opening for an HR head. He had said, you work from the seaside, you work from a lake while fishing, you work from your home, you work while driving, or you work from a club sipping beer.
Right.
I don't mind. I need my work to be done.
Okay. Interesting.
That was a very interesting job posting which I've seen. And that is the trust we should put in people. If I am doing my work in 2 hours, completing my work, scheduled work in 2 hours or 4 hours,
Right.
and sitting and relaxing at home for the next 4 hours, how does it matter? My job is done.
True.
I have done what I'm expected to do.
True. Interesting. Moving on.
Yeah.
One leadership quality that can't be taught.
Ethics.
Ethics, of course. It should come naturally. What matters more, attitude or consistency?
I think it is consistency.
Okay.
Attitude can change,
Right.
but once you are constant in doing whatever you're doing, consistency will make you grow.
Okay. One word that describes today's workforce.
Agile.
Agile. Very true. A piece of career advice you no longer believe in.
Keep doing your hard work and people will notice you.
Oh, yeah, that's a very age-old traditional and said very loosely used rather. True. And it's not true anymore.
It's not true anymore at all.
Yes. It's all about smart.
You have to be visible.
Yes.
You have to be smart, you have to be visible.
True. So, about you, if not this profession, what would you have been?
A teacher.
Oh, interesting. Okay. One thing younger professionals are getting absolutely right today.
Adaptability.
They come with that. They
come with that. They understand that. They're adapting and they come with an openness to learn.
Absolutely. Right. Interesting. Well, thank you, sir, once again. A very insightful conversation. A lot of firsts that have come to me as well. Very interesting conversation, and I'm sure the audience as well will enjoy listening to us. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Roshan. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Absolutely.